So Meeks and I are going to do a little intro, and we'll bring it back around to you real quick. We're just going to talk a little shit about how our weekend went, and then we'll come back around to you.
No problem.
Cool. And then you don't have to worry about language. So you're good there. All right.
Yeah, because I got a dirty mouth.
Yeah, we do too.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, welcome to the club, my man. Word up.
All right.
Cool.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Southern Vangard Radio, this is DJ John Doe, and to the left of me is my man.
Born Day Boy Chino. What's
Happy
up, homie?
birthday, Cappuccino.
Yeah. What's up, homie? Yeah, man.
You looking good, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, homie. That bottle over there is looking
you had to do it. Now
crispy.
we can talk about that one. We can't talk about the Green Label bourbon that we drink, but we can talk about that, Jordan. What you got right there?
I have a bottle of small batch Willette bourbon, whiskey.
Yes, sir.
94 proof, Kentucky straight bourbon.
Kentucky straight bourbon. That means it wasn't made in Indiana.
No, it was not. This is out of Bardstown, Kentucky.
Yes, you goddamn right it is.
And I cannot wait to crack this open.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be
now.
good.
In the meantime, we're not cracking that open tonight. We're gonna say Meeks is gonna crack that open tomorrow when he gets home from work.
Yes, absolutely.
But we got that Rowan's Creek on deck tonight too.
Yes, the Rowan's Creek is not to be taken lightly.
100 and what is it, Meeks? 100.1 proof. That 0.1 is important.
Yeah, it is. Yes, very much so. I'm a little shook right now.
Meeks can't read the label. It's been one of those days. It's been a birthday day.
This has been hand bottled at 50.05% alcohol per volume.
Yes, sir.
Whoo, kid.
It's strong.
Yeah, man.
It's strong. So anyway, we on that shit tonight as always.
Also from Bardstown.
Also from Bardstown. Just up the street from where I grew up.
No doubt.
But
thanks, homie.
Have you had a good weekend?
It's been a good weekend. It's been a great day.
Beautiful.
And I won't complain, man. I'm happy to be here another year on this rock.
All right.
And we're going to keep it moving.
Word. All right.
Shout out to everybody that reached out to me. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. Volleyball's over.
Volleyball's over?
Yeah, done deal.
That's a birthday gift.
That's a birthday gift in itself. Hell yeah. That's why my weekend was kind of intact. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Man.
They went out first round of state championship playoffs. So what can you do?
Well, I think they did pretty well making it as far as they did, right?
They did.
All right, good.
Yeah, man. How about you? Football this week?
Football this weekend. I think playoffs start next week.
Okay.
And then basketball tryouts are tomorrow. And then, it's just we just pivot to something else to fill up the schedule with. But it's cool.
I'm about to have to do that for the club volleyball season. Got to figure out where we're going to be at this fall.
Good.
So
yeah,
man.
Had a good week last week at Southern Vangard Radio. Interviewed the one and only Kenny Dope.
Awesome.
So if you didn't tune in last week, make sure you go back and check that interview.
I sent Kenny that Bob James footage.
Yes. Yes. Did you get a reply from him?
I didn't. I didn't hear back from him.
He's probably disgusted.
Yeah, he probably is. Because I found a different clip.
Oh, you did?
And he was basically talking shit behind the turntables.
Oh, he was?
He had Peter Pipe on the decks.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, he had Peter Pipe on the decks, and he was like, this is from Run DMC. I did not take them to court for this.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, man.
Bob you got to send me that.
Yeah, Bob James, something else, man.
That's wild life right there. Yo, man, when Kenny was like, what? He's DJing now?
Right.
I was like, hey, I would not joke about that, my man.
Yeah, I sent that shit today.
Yeah. So anyway, so go check out the interview session with Kenny Dope last week.
For sure.
And if this is the first time you're joining, welcome. This is Southern Vangard Radio. We drop twice a week. Yep. Tuesdays is the mix show, the latest and greatest hip hop cut up by myself. Me and Meeks popping shit, drinking bourbon, drinking beer, hanging out, having fun.
No doubt.
And then on Thursday, we have an interview session with, someone like Kenny Dope, a DJ, producer, MC, behind the scenes folk, A&R, somebody, who knows, generally within the sphere of hip hop. So make sure you go check out, all the platforms we're on: SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio,
no doubt,
YouTube, Apple Podcasts. We're up to episode 183 this week of the mix,
yes,
and
sir.
some 140 to 150 interviews to date.
I don't know.
Yeah, so go back and just if this is the first time you're listening, just go back and
get familiar.
Yeah, get familiar, right? I mean, just a few other interviews like The Bad Seed, for example, Rashid Chappelle, You'll Never Know, Vic Spencer, J-Mo Gang, Ty Ferris, Kev Brown. There are a number of gentlemen and ladies that you'll be happy to hear from on this show.
The A3C recap popped off nicely.
It
too.
did. It did.
It's
Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah,
so go back and listen to that.
Yeah, word. It means we have some affiliates too, right?
No doubt. I am classic rawradio.net, Return of the BoomBap Radio, WRBB, ATLHipHop.com, and X Squad Radio affiliates. All of those in Atlanta, and then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio. Shouts out to my man X-Ro.
X-Ro, what up?
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to business.
Let's do it.
So we're staying in Brooklyn this week.
Still in Brooklyn.
Still in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And we're interviewing. I told this man when we got on the phone with him just a few minutes ago. This is one. He influenced me in such a big way. It's not even funny. There are 3 DJs when I was coming up, when I started DJing, that really influenced me style-wise. One is Tony Touch, also a Brooklynite.
Yep.
The other is J-Rock from the Beat Junkies.
Yep.
And number 3 is the one and only PF Cuttin.
Oh,
Boom.
man. What up?
Cuttin in the building. What's up, Playboy?
Oh, man. Happy to be alive, man.
No
it's a
doubt.
blessing to be on your show.
Man, we happy to have you here, man. Thank you for taking some time out to talk with us, man.
Anytime for real hip-hop, man. Word to mother.
No doubt. No doubt.
So, PF, you got a big week this week, right? I mean, people are going to hear this on Thursday, so you're going to be a couple of days into a new album with somebody. Well, let's just kick things off and get right to it.
No doubt. I mean, I got this album with OC, man, legendary OC from D.I.T.C.
Woo!
It's called Opium, man. It's a nine-track album, and she came out of my soul and my heart, man. Right after Sean P passed. Make a long story short, I didn't want to do no fucking hip-hop. I didn't want to do shit. I was ready to throw everything out the window. My best friend just passed. But OC was one of the few people that lifted my spirits and was like, yo, PF, nah, you can't, man. You can't stop what you're doing. Let me hear what beats you got. So I played them Beneath the Planet Apes, which was actually supposed to be a part 2 to Planet Apes off the songs in the key of Price. And, from there, OC just wrote that song, and he wrote actually 9 more after that. And here we have this album.
No doubt.
Damn.
PF, we was one of the last couple people, man, to actually talk to P before his untimely passing, man. And it was an honor and a blessing to be able to talk to that brother at that time, man. It I always go back to the fact that he did not have to do that for us. You know what I'm saying? This was Sean Price, you know what I mean? So we was definitely blessed to have been able to talk to him. But could you kind of give us a glimpse of what P was like in the studio, man? Like, what was it like working with that brother, creating with him?
Man, it was like the easiest thing, man. P is real hip-hop, man. P knew what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? One of the illest writers in the game. Very selective with his beats. And, working with P, man, it wasn't that hard because, everything flowed naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything flowed and, he did have his ways about him where, he's very aggressive, but, that was my best friend, man. So we got along real good and, we did a lot of dope music together.
Nice, man. That's what's up. Glad to hear that.
So, P, where was that idea for it to be a trilogy originally? Did that start with you or Sean, or like, were you supposed to have different MCs on it, or was it supposed to be a 3-part with Sean only?
I don't mean to cut you off. To be honest, it was supposed to be, it was supposed to be P, just P. You know what I'm saying? And and it just never happened. Never happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or he might have wanted to put some of his peoples on after, but
right.
You wouldn't know because he's gone. So
right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So how far do you and OC go back, man?
We go back from like the mid-90s, man. Met him through the game, being in this hip-hop game, and OC a real dude, man. Just like Sean, he a real dude. He's about his, and his lyrical pen is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Always been one of my favorites. And, it's just really a blessing that I got the chance to work with him. You know what I'm saying? We always wanted to do something, but never got a chance to. And, it just so happened that it happened this way,
Nice.
So the record's out October 22nd. So it dropped on Monday. And obviously, I'm assuming it's everywhere digital. What's the physical game look like for this one?
Physical game is going through, if I'm not mistaken, Traffic distribution. CDs, they getting it all to the stores, and vinyl's up at Tough Kong out in Italy, a label called Tough Kong Records.
Yeah.
All right.
And, I'm doing the digital.
Nice.
All right.
Who did the artwork, P?
This dude named Scarful, who is the artist of the label Tough Kong.
Okay.
He does majority of all their artwork, all their vinyl label artwork.
Oh, that makes the style looks because the crime apple and cones.
Correct.
And yeah. Okay, all right, that makes sense now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we played the joint 88, man, a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, last week. That's how we got connected.
Oh man, y'all got a monster on y'all hands, man. That was man.
I love that fucking record.
Yeah, I had to sit back on that one and just listen. I was like, oh, they took it there. That's what's up. How did y'all get in the
that beat?
Yeah.
That beat I had, actually all these tracks, I'm a track sitter, man. I sit on tracks and they don't come out to no lie, I'm not exaggerating. And I've always been like this. I do a track and it won't come out till like 4 or 5 years later. And it's always been that way with me, and I don't know why, but 88 was a track that I had, and I let Rusty Jilch hear it. He had it for a minute. Rusty's my man. He wrote. He said he was gonna write to it. Make a long story short, it never developed. The song never developed. Then Sean passed, and I just took the track. I was like, man, after we did Beneath, and then we did another song called Moonshine. I was like, do you like this track? He was like, yo. Came back the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gave him the concept, though. I had kind of like my idea for the chorus. And it was a little different, but it was kind of the same. But O knew what I wanted to do. He went and wrote those 2 verses.
Yeah.
Came back the next day. We laid it down, man. I love that record, man.
Talk about that concept a little bit, because I was gonna ask y'all how y'all got in the mindset for making that record the way it came out.
Right. Well, I mean, to me, the track that I created sounded like a PE record.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like an old Hank Sharkley beat.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do some, in my head, I was like talking to myself, let's do some shit like back from 88, like in that era. So I was like, I want to do a scratch hook, but I don't want a scratch hook that's the same every time. And I want to grab a piece from parts of the year 1988. So if you notice, every scratch is different, a different part, and it doesn't repeat. You know what I'm saying? So, that was the concept behind it, man.
Nice.
Yo, P, talk about I don't know, the sleeper cuts on the record. Like what's a cut to you that may not necessarily be a single or hit the mix shows, or like what's that B-side cut to you? Like what's something on the album that folks should really make sure they pay attention to?
There's a track on the album. The album is called Opium. There's a track on the album called OPM, which means OC PF Cuttin music.
Right.
And that track features an R&B singer by the real Shakar. And, that's a hot track too, man. It's a sleeper. It's kind of R&B-ish, but it's not, because he's singing on the chorus. But, what O is basically saying, you come to PF studio, you got to rip that microphone that Sean P touched. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's kind of ill, man. It's one of my favorite songs as well.
All right. So what's up with the guest vocalist there? How did you come in contact with her?
It's a him. Actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, a him. I'm sorry.
And make a long story short, I didn't want no features on this album.
Okay.
I felt like, this should be a rapper and a DJ album. But this young man came to my studio, laid some vocals. This artist I had booked time at my studio, he came and laid vocals. I was blown back. I thought he was an incredible vocalist and a writer. He knew what the hell he was doing. I was like, you know what? I would like to use this young man. Nobody knows him. You know what I'm saying? I would like to use him on this record, and that's how it jumped off.
Nice.
Dope.
That's what's up.
Did you have to convince O for him to get on the record, or was he with it from jump?
I don't have no issues with O. O gives me no issues. O is one of the easy dealing with person I ever met, man. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. He feel away, he'll let you know. But nah, no restrictions. You know what I'm saying? No restrictions on that.
That's what's up.
All right.
Yo, Pete, you've been blowing us away over the last couple of episodes with something else, man. That just I was talking to one of my brothers today, and told him we was gonna be talking to you tonight. And he was like, "Man, ask him what happened to Blase, man, the contract and all that." I was like, "Shit, Blase is good. They just dropped." Like, we've been playing new Blase the past couple of weeks. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, talk to us about that, man. What's up with the resurgence of Blase?
Word, Blase dropped the album called E&Y is power. Anything is possible. It's spelled like E&Y, and basically, you know, it's an album I mixed. I didn't produce, but I did mix it and did master it. And yeah, you know, me and Blase's family, man, we never lost communication. We always work. You know, he just feels like, you know, and I felt as well, you need to venture and do something else, you know, and you do this and I'll do that. And, you know, maybe in a long time we'll come back around and do something else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that project is pretty dope as well. It's out right now. I believe it's like 14, 15 songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's majority of it is produced by a producer named Avery, who works under or used to work under Swiss Beats, who's super talented on the tracks. And, yeah, like I said, I mixed it. And it's a dope album, man, so go cop that as well.
No doubt. That's what's up.
Yo, it's funny, PF, when I was doing, you know, research for tonight, it's funny that you mentioned that tracks kind of sit around for a long time, because when I was going back looking over, you know, just details about, you know, the first album and specifically Danger, it said you made that cut in like 93, but it didn't drop until 95. But it's funny how you brought that up, man. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Like imagine.
Yeah, I don't know why is that, but it's always been a story of my life that way. I mean, I'm used to it already, so I know when I create something, I'm like, this shit ain't coming out to 2-3 years.
You're just that far ahead of the curve, my man.
Right.
You just that far into the future. You know,
futuristic.
People literally can't see you. You're on some fucking Marty McFly shit.
Yep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I want some of that Tennessee whiskey I was talking about, man.
Man, you must hear me over here talking. You must hear me over here choking and coughing. Man, that shit went down the wrong pipe, boy. I'm telling you, it is not to be fucked with. Woo. Thank you, homie.
PF, you need to come down south, come to Atlanta, hang out for a weekend, man.
I would love to, my brother.
We'll take care of you,
when I do, I'm going to call you, man.
Yeah, we got you.
Right there.
We got you.
Hell yeah.
Ain't no problem, man.
PF, who'd you come up under mentorship-wise from a production standpoint? You got anybody that influenced you heavily or you were in the studio with when you were coming up? Okay.
I do. I learned a lot from Lamumba Carson, a.k.a. Professor X.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from Daddy-O from Stetsasonic.
Yeah.
You know, I saw Daddy-O produce Real Love. I saw Daddy-O create Real Love, the Mary J. Blige version for Biggie. I saw Bobby Simmons playing the drums on Go Stetsa. I saw all that. I was there. I was a young 18, 19-year-old kid.
Wow.
Blown the fuck back. I was there when Daddy-O snuck me into Latin Quarters, and Red Alert was playing It's a Demo for like 35 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Dang, that shit blew me away. And then that night, they stole all the coats out the coat check, and it was snow. It was an incredible snowstorm, and everybody had to go home with no coats. I'll never forget that shit.
I was not ready for that.
Shit like
awesome,
that just does not happen now, man. It just
does not. All the coats, my G. The snow was like 8 feet tall in New York. I'll never forget that shit.
Yo, what was the code of the day then? Cats had Sherlins and shit like that. Was that what was popping?
Yeah. The fucking leather jackets with the buttons
bombers.
and the belt.
Hell yeah.
Dumb shit.
They got all them.
Sherlins, dumb shit.
Yeah. They got all of them. Hell no.
So mentors was Professor X, Lamumba Carson, you know, Daddy-O. You know, the first person I ever DJ'd for was a blind rapper named MC Watchout, who was signed to an affiliate label of Tommy Boy. That's the first person I ever DJ'd for, but I actually played drums on his first single on the B-side. It was a song called The Blind Man's Bluff. And on the B side, there was a song called Hey Yo Phil, and I played drums on there live because that's how I learned how to make music. I was a drummer.
I was gonna ask you. So that Stetsasonic shit was right up your alley, man. Like, was you already playing drums, or did you pick up?
I was open, man. Watching Bobby Simmons play them drums, man. Word. Man.
So that's one of my favorite groups of all time, man.
So how do you know Daddy O and all those guys? Just around the way, or
from around the way, man?
Yeah.
From being a kid at the time. You know, like I said, MC Watch Out was a blind rapper that lived in Cypress Projects. He was my friend, and we used to do music together, and he introduced me to Daddy-O. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we built the relationship. You know, it wasn't the greatest friendship. Like, I wasn't over his crib all the time.
Right.
But when I was, I learned.
Yeah.
And I listened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going back kind of, you know, through PF's discography, and I pulled out a good one that makes that was interesting. It says you were credited for drum programming on MC Shan's "Time for Us to Defend Ourselves" 12-inch in 1990.
Sure enough.
Damn,
man.
Sure enough, I was a young cat. I went to the studio with Mr. C, and Mr. C was producing the record, but I did the drums on it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was crazy.
PF, you got to write a book, brother.
Man, you got a story to tell, man.
God damn, man.
Shit, I would love to write a book. I'm just not good at writing, man. That's why I'm not a rapper, DJ.
Right.
I got the ill voice for the shit, but I can't write shit.
You do. Your voice would be nice.
I might. Crazy.
Shit, that's what's up, P. But yeah, you gotta help.
I need to tell somebody, like, help me out and write it, like, right?
Yeah.
Have somebody put the shit together for me.
Yeah, no doubt. People do that all the time too, man.
All the time.
Yeah.
You know who you need to get with? You need to get with the lady that helped out Prodigy with his books.
Oh yeah,
J57's
homegirl. Yeah,
it's cool with her.
I can't think of her name. Kathy Iandoli or something like that.
Yeah. You want to make that happen, PF? We might have somebody that can help you out with that.
Hell yeah, because your story is like no other, man. It's like we talking about a young cat getting into the industry early. Cats can't tell stories like that now.
A young Spanish cat, though.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. Make no mistake.
That shit didn't even exist.
I know. And
niggas was looking at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, people don't get on like that no more, man. It's kind of like handed to them, on some entitlement shit. I definitely know that you grinded for everything that you got out of this music, man.
No question, my brother.
Yep. Yeah, man.
That's ill.
Hell yeah.
What about some of your other some other stuff that's getting ready to drop? PF, what else are you working on? Like production wise,
right now I'm working on. I don't know if ever heard of an artist named Lava.
Yes.
He was signing Job Records. Yep. He's also a good friend of mine. We did 2 projects before, and he's got this 3rd album. It's called The Fat Hover. I did 2 joints on there, but really recorded and mixed and mastered majority of all the songs on there. And I'm about to drop that in like a few weeks. 2-3 weeks and shit, trying to solidify a final deal for him.
Okay.
And yeah, man, also working on an instrumental album, a lot of joints that never came out that I produced, just all instrumentals like the Master Killer joints,
right?
Like some older Blase joints that never came out and stuff like that. And yeah, like a bunch of joints, an instrumental album, and just back in the lab too, creating beats and shit.
Nice.
Creating music.
What do you like about the game these days, PF?
If anything.
Shit. You know what I do like? I do like the fact that, you have this trap music and you have the music that we do. It's so different that, you can't get them confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have that and we have this. You know what I'm saying? I like that part about it. What
the separation
I don't like
of
is like, a lot of these new rapper kids, they think they're the shit, and they got a lot to fucking learn, man. Word to mother, like, just because you find a dope loop and shit, don't mean you can rhyme on it for like 40 bars, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no real song structure. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. I try to support the best songs I can find on the net for my radio show and make it happen, man.
That's what's up. Speaking of your radio show, East New York Radio.
Yeah, man, talk about that.
Yeah, because, we've been doing this for 3 years now. Like to, talk to other people that dabble in the, radio, internet radio, podcast world or what have you. What's your draw to doing that on a regular basis?
Yeah, I mean, East New York Radio started as a mixtape series. It was my comeback to the mixtape game back in like 08 or 07, I don't remember. I started a mixtape series called East New York Radio, and I did like 20 volumes of it. People was loving the shit. I was like, you know what? Yo, Sean, let's do a podcast, man. Let's do the internet radio show. Let's make it East New York Radio. He was like, all right, son, let's do it. Fuck that shit. So, we started out. It was me and Sean and my man Mills Murder. We started at B Minus. My people, Mr. War and Evil D, shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
I broadcast there the first show, and in the same week, I did their show on Tuesday, and then I did East New York Radio again on Thursday at another website called That's Motherfucking HipHop or something. I think it was Green Lantern's website, whatever.
Okay.
And that's how it started, man. You know what I'm saying? It was originally a mixtape series that turned into a podcast, and I continue to do it every Thursday night. It's all current hip-hop. Only the hot shit.
Yeah.
It's live. I have guests. Talk shit. They rap. Yeah, man. And I do it because I love this music, man. Just to keep my blade sharp and keep people in tune to what I feel is hot.
How long you been putting it out there, P? How long it's been going on?
Going on 9 years, my brother.
Wow.
I believe 9 years now. Yeah.
Salute,
you've been streaming for 9 years, that show?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn. You were early.
And IBM, just bought out Ustream, and they fucking erased all my fucking things, but it's all right.
Oh, shit. Ain't no chance of getting it back? Or it's just gone?
I mean, I got a few of them saved, man, but them niggas is crazy, man. They want corporate accounts.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Damn,
homie, we got to be ready for some shit like that, man.
That's ill.
Hell yeah.
PF, how do you go through all the onslaught of joints that come out every week? Because I mean, that's what I struggle with, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Best you can, right?
Yeah. Now listen, man, I give them. I real talk. Like 4 bars into a record, I can tell if it's going to be about some
There you
shit
go. There you go. That's my motto.
It doesn't take that long, and I just sit there and listen to everything I get in my email, man. And what I like, I keep. What I don't goes in the trash.
No doubt.
Word.
That's real.
Word. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I peel through those joints. I listen to the first couple bars of the record, and then I go to the first verse and the chorus. I'm like, all right, I think I can fuck with this, and that'll go in the maybe pile, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, yeah, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's like, people's attention span is like real short. So, you on one record today, and the next day already another 40 records came out.
No doubt.
So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
P, with the volume of music that's coming out today, do you think that's necessarily a good thing? Like, how do you feel about that?
That's a very good question, my brother. At first, I thought it was a good thing, but now I'm starting to think that it's not. Mm-hmm. Because it's like everybody and their mother got a studio in their crib, and everybody and their mother knows somebody who does a podcast. So everybody and their mother think this shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of shit it ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit is like, even the sound, you can hear the sound of what they're doing. It's like too mastered and too pushed out, and it's like overkill sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Got you, no doubt.
Yeah, it's really weird. The levels of quality are like what you just talked about, and then you'll literally hear someone that like figured out how to record some shit like last week, and you can't even play the goddamn record. I mean, it's like it's so. And then you like, for example, I mean, like one of the best sounding records that I've heard in a long time, PF, is actually Rashid and Kenny's First Brick that dropped a month ago. And when we were talking to Kenny last week, he was just talking about the detail and the almost pain that he goes through, to still use tape, to still make sure that the process that's been around for 30, 40, 50 years creating good sounding records is still there, even in this like, mass produced kind of, flooded, market. It's super important, man.
Yep. Very important, man. It's very important. I just I'll play a record that I like the way it sounds and then play what I did and just try to match the sound of it as for what it does to a speaker. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do my shit. And I mean, I don't have no tape. I don't have nothing analog anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do still rock the S950 from time to time, to be honest. So I make all my beats right on Logic. You know what I'm saying? Sir. So, you know, plugins and all that digital shit, you got to be real careful.
That's what's up. Yeah. PF, what you think about the DJ game by today's standards?
Yo, it's amazing, though. I think it's amazing. I see iller DJs getting younger and younger and younger. And I think that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's some good shit.
Nice.
But then they got all these MIDI controllers and all these funny gadgets.
Yeah, I was about to say, what you think about the technology?
I don't even know what a record is.
Yeah, I was about to say, what you think about the technology of it? Is it, you know, is it some good stuff there? Is some bad, some really bad shit out there technology wise? What's your thoughts on that?
I think majority of all of it is okay. I really like that new stuff that they showing me. I think it's called the Phase, where it's no more needles, no more.
Yeah. That looks dope.
You know, I think that's amazing to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, it's amazing. But then again, you know, you making it real easy now. It's like extremely easy for anyone to really DJ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think the skill level is getting lower and lower, you know?
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, I like the Phase joints, and then I saw the Rain 12s at A3C.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that shit's pretty dope. They're doing a pretty good fucking job, man. I think they got it figured out. I was a little skeptical at first, just like I was skeptical with Serato when it first dropped. But man, I mean,
they showed me Serato in '99 when I was in Germany. I was like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. That shit ain't gonna work. And yo, I was like, totally wrong.
That shit's all over the place now. It's crazy.
It's weird, man, because I still think about it. Because PF, I did college radio for about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years. You know, when I was in college. And I always tell this old man story because, you know, you're talking to some 40-plussers on the phone right now. No doubt. But, you know, the radio show that I DJ'd at when I was coming up, it was on the 3rd floor of the communications building. And they had no turntables in the radio station. So you know what my happy ass did every Sunday night and every Wednesday night? Hauled a pair of turntables and mixer and fucking 4 to 5 to 6 crates of records up those goddamn no elevator because it was after hours, no elevator access. Man, I still think about that shit. I played Georgia Tech radio about once a quarter, you know, here in Atlanta, and every time without fail, when I like get my bag and shit out of the car, I'm like, I cannot believe, I still can't get over the fact that I'm walking into this radio station.
Just one bag.
With one bag and 2 records. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I remember traveling with 8 crates to Europe.
God.
And this is before they was charging you extra. Like, it was, the baggage handlers didn't care back when I first started moving those crates. After that first year, they was like, you got to pay an extra 40 Dutch marks. You got to pay an extra 40 euros or whatever.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, they was like, we're not carrying these big-ass records. And they would just grab your shit and throw it. There's been numerous times my crates rolled down the thing, open, records missing.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, this is insane. Like, wow. But I'm glad that's over with. You know, just bring your laptop, bling, bang, bling.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a done deal. Let's go. Hell yeah.
No doubt.
For real, man.
Damn.
That's what's up.
That's crazy. You going on the road anytime soon, PF, or doing gigs anywhere? Or you just staying local right now?
I'm gigging in New York here and there, these bar lounges here and there, you know, getting this money when they pay me well. Because a lot of these DJs out here is DJing for chicken and beer, and I don't DJ for chicken and beer. You got to pay me well to see me spend. But I've been able to finagle some gigs around the way, and I'm trying to line up some overseas shit right now as we speak.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be out before Christmas time.
Word. Yeah, UNO got to get on the road, man. UNO would be a great show, dude. Yeah.
PF, any plans of working with Chop Herring again? Maybe another mix for him?
Man, if they holler at me, I love the experience I had with Chop Herring. They was real people. You know, they put some bread in my pocket, and the music they had me mix was really dope. You know what I'm saying? I would love to work with Chop Herring again. Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Shouts out to Bob over there.
Word.
Word. All right, what else you got, Meeks?
I think that covers it, man. I'm just still like, you know, shit. When the Blase records dropped, you know, I still kind of shook up about that, man. What's the upcoming plans for Blase? You and Blase, Pierre?
Well, I got we spoke about this before he dropped this new album. Me and him, we got like 13 unreleased joints that need to come out. So possibly we're gonna do that next, me and him. And I'm sure he's got a few projects. He got a project with Al Scratch he's about to drop.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, man, we're gonna continue doing what we do, my brother. You know,
that's good shit, man. I'm happy to hear that, man. We be looking out for it, man. And as always, man, you got something you want to, you know, kind of throw out there to see what the people are thinking about it, man. We got you covered, man. You can just send us whatever.
I got your email now. Y'all know, I hope y'all don't put me in the maybe pile.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
We kind of know what we doing over here, man. We would never do no shit like that. Don't even worry about it. I'm telling you. We
the
got
maybe
you.
pile.
The maybe pile. Do you know how high that pile?
That pile's high, bro.
Hell yeah. Nah, we got you covered,
Come
PF.
visit y'all, man. Drink some Tennessee whiskey with y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
We got it.
Absolutely.
We got it.
Word.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man.
So the floor is yours, PF. We're going to wrap this thing up. You got anything else you want to get off your chest, or one last thing you want to say to the people before we let you get on your way?
Yo, I want to thank y'all all, man, for y'all support on my music throughout the years. If you need to reach me, you can hit me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at PF Cuttin. It's that simple. Check out my show, East New York Radio, Thursday nights, 8 to 10, on Mixcloud, SoundCloud, YouTube, and probably some other platform I'm going to find soon. But, I'm well and I'm alive. So if you need beats, you need scratches, you need a DJ at your party, I'm here. Holler at me, PF Cuttin.
Word.
That's what it is.
All right.
PF, peace
thank
to
you, my
man.
Thank you, dude.
Man,
thank you.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all really dope. I appreciate y'all, man. Word to mother.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you too, my man. Have a good night, all right? We'll talk soon.
Bless. One.
All right, my brother. Peace.
Peace.
Wow. Live,
man.
Just New York
Just
seeping
New York.
through the fucking speakers,
that's
man.
Pure New York City right there. That's New York City I grew up loving, and you know what I'm saying, trying to be a part of, like that gravel in his voice. You know what I'm saying? That's OG New York right there, man. Shouts out to PF. Shouts out to Blas. Shouts out to
Sean P.
Man, shouts out to Sean P.
Price family.
Down, the Price family, all of that, man.
OC, D.I.T.C.
Daddy-O, Stetsasonic.
Yo, Daddy-O lives in Atlanta, man. We got to get him to the crib, man.
We can do that, man.
We got to make that shit happen.
We can do that. That's nothing.
We'll fuck him up and ask him about a young PF Cuttin hanging out in the Stetson session.
Man, come on. That'll be great. We're going to get that in. We're going to get that in for sure, man.
All right, so real quick.
Yeah.
PF Cuttin, OC, Opium is out now. By the time you hear this, it's out now. It dropped on Monday. Go get it digitally. It's out on CDs, I believe, through Get On Down and Traffic. Vinyl's on Tough Kong. If you're not familiar with Tough Kong, go check those dudes out, man. We played a ton of their shit over the past couple years. They're really on the come up. Dope label, high quality. The art is ill. So go check out the vinyl there. And then luckily, Mr. PF Cuttin sent us the album.
Oh, we got that.
So we're going to play some joints.
Of course.
It's already out, but if you want to hear them mixed up in a fly manner, by yours truly.
You're in the right place.
Yeah, then
at the right time.
Go back and listen to episode 183.
No doubt.
All right.
For sure.
All right, Meeks, Southern Vanguard Radio, twice a week, Meeks.
Twice a week, Southern Vanguard Radio. We are the guard.
And we out.
You know it.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.